Alright, let's now delve into the history of Scotch whisky. Perhaps more than any other spirit, Scotch whisky is an expression of the land from which it comes. The malted barley, pure water and peat that are crucial to the flavours of the spirit are found in plentiful amounts throughout the country.
Whisky is also an integral part of the Scottish cultural psyche. For the early distillers, it used up surpluses of their grain crops, could be traded for food or rent, provided fuel for celebrations both religious and pagan, and offered a welcome relief from a cold, wet climate and a hard life. Above all, it was a personal, creative expression, a symbol of rebellion against the English invaders who regularly sought to suppress Highland life and culture.
The spirits created by the early Scottish distillers was called Uiscirbha, a Gaelic translation of the Latin aquavitae, or in English, water of life.
The first written record on distillation in Scotland appears on the Exchequer Rolls of 1494, which lists a supply of grain to Friar John Core to make aquavitae. The grain is enough to make around 400 bottles, which implies that production was well established by this time.
Good to know. It has been suggested that the knowledge of distillation first came to Scotland from Ireland, but be careful who you say that to. During the first millennium, courtesy of the Beaton family, who served as physicians to the Lord of Isles, since early use of distillation was chiefly to create medicines.
During the 15th century, after the dissolution of the monasteries, it was learned monks who became apothecaries, doctors and barbers, employing the understanding of the distillation to create medicines and perfumes in order to survive.
Gradually, distillation became a craft of the people, until by the 16th century every croft and great house had its own still. The majority of whisky produced was for personal rather than commercial consumption.
Since then, whisky has gone from strength to strength and is now produced and enjoyed in more than 200 countries throughout the world. It has survived prohibition, wars and revolutions, economic depressions and recessions. Today, it maintains its position as a premier international spirit of choice, generating billions of dollars in exports each year.
And we're glad that it has survived all that. Let's drink it.
Cheers.